We are looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little after the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. Here's a return from the 7. And he stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Travis Hunter making that play.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Come on, set! Cougar 19! Dragon 60!
From the gun on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover on the first series of this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tap the 60. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one finds Josh Downs. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a...
It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
We know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Tootin. Will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They're going to try and throw it here. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Little knocks it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
70, Mustang 19.
They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And now it's third down.
60 by 19 tight. 19 tight.
To the air on third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Has it at the 37. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Let go.
Tootin can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal.
Let go.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it'll be third and goal.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal. Pass play now. Here's a screen for Tootin. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it fourth and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Leaving the offense out there. It's fourth and goal from the 1.
Get it.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Leaving the offense out there. It's fourth and goal from the 1.
Go. 70 Timber.
Quick throw finds about right. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars hold a 16-point lead in the first. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
His return starts at the 5. That's where they'll begin the drive following his efforts.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground. Taylor. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing it on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. He takes it in at the 48. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now.
At the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All set to go now from the 35.
Come on! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! 18 Runner! 18 Runner!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Travis Hunter, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 Tiger! 19! Ready?
Throwing now off the play action. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have 2 choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Back now, pressure coming. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Throwing from the gun. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Finds the rookie from Wisconsin. Complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 17-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he is stuffed with authority there, but that stuff came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
70 Rangers! 70
Still sticking with the passing game. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Red! Marco 80! Mustang 19!
He's going to throw it again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Slot receivers headed left. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Ready?
They'll work against the blitz. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed. Maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Escapes the pocket. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll bring out the punter here. Back deep is Etienne. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go now.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 Eagles.
To throw here on 1st down. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Stack. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw here. Catch made over the middle. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Big gain downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Throwing now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 6. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. Come on. Hit. Hook it. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Check smash. Warrior 70.
Setting up to throw. Warren brings this one in on the slant. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Okay, ready.
In the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Go. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuff.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts chop some of the lead off before the half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
2nd down again to Tootin. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Start. Tracking 60. 19.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Hurt 70. Hurt 70. Check. Hurt. Hurt.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they get this down to the 28. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready. Viking, Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer.
Back to throw. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Here's a screen for Tootin. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Little tacks on an extra point. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the final play of our first half.
72.
One final shot before the half. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects with Fant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Got it. Ready?
Second and 3 now.
Come on, come on.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Now looking to throw. He finds Fant. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw. Quarterback's best friend, security blanket. When it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is second and 6 coming up.
Go, Reed. Go. Shut up. Shut up.
Tootin headed left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Going to the ground again on first. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Complete left side to Thomas. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5. Hand off to Tootin. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Little able to connect on the point after. And And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
38-7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurt. Here we go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panther 60. Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Rattling. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Has it downfield working the left. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start the 2nd half with some needed points. Kicking team out to try the extra points. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
60 Vices, 60.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go.
Throwing off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal.
Working now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, Cowboy!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throws caught, and he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Ready, break!
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down.
Ready!
Tootin will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Okay, ready?
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Tootin again. And the defense stands him up again right at the line. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Little knocks it through. And that grows the lead to 27.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 wide. Mustang 19. Let's go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage is really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
7 Pirates.
To throw here on 1st down. They'll check it down to Taylor. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Come on.
1st and 10, looking to throw. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
60 Bison. 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Jaguars will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense to the line fast. Passing now on 2nd and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On what I love, ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our answers.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Inside give here for Tootin. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Jaguars who have possession, and they can probably go on cruise control with that lead they've built. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Tag! 60 Maverick! 60 Eagles!
He's going to throw this one. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready, pass, go!
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. Has the 1st and breaks through midfield. Hits the 20. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars continue piling it on here in the 4th.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Back to work after throwing the pick. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. And they pick him off again. That is Caleb Bransall. And the Jaguars have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
Another try for Tootin. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left.
A 23-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
His return starts at the 5. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something we never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
18 Cardinal.
Shaking off the pick quickly. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think, were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds.
Ready, set.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go, set.
They'll work against the blitz. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Check, set up.
Shooting with it. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
19 Lions. 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, I don't know what more to say. Just a dominating effort, really, in every phase. To put up a score like this in this league, it's hard to do. It takes all 3 phases to get it done. And mercifully, well, we're getting closer to the end of this one.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
70, Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains, build momentum, and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set.
Dropping back to throw. That's dropped underneath. Tootin. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Looking in the air here. That's caught for the 1st. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Bronco 8. Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
21-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
70. Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Back to work they go after the interception. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, Jack. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
70 Lions, Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
3rd and long for him here. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Go. Viking 8, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19. Cup 19.
He's going to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Colts, first down.
Tag.
It's a gain of 17
Hawk
yards.
70.
First down.
18 Rattler. 18 Hook.
Working now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Go.
They are throwing it again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Pioneer.
Here he goes, third and long. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Nickel look by the Jaguars here, third down.
Go! Viking 18. Tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now on third and 2. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Here we go, shot. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19.
Desperation time here. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take 7 points off the deficit.
Colts 21.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Get it.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits his running back. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.